Welcome to Foreign Currencies with Scott. I'm your host, Scott. So today we're looking at another British pound US dollar chart, and I want to bring up a new topic we haven't talked about yet. And that topic is fundamental versus technical trading. Now, all of us have heard the words fundamental and technical in our daily lives, but in trading, they have very specific meanings. So, fundamental means that you follow the news and see what the trend might be from the news. Technical means that you're just following the patterns and you expect certain things to happen from the patterns. In our trading that we'll be learning and the method we'll be using, it will almost all be technical. It's very technical focused. It is not too much worried about the fundamentals and what will happen one day to the next. As we've mentioned before on the channel, each of our trades we expect to get in and get out within a day's time. So we don't expect to be held in a trade overnight. So we're looking at very small time periods. So we're looking at technical factors affecting the movement of the price of a currency pair, not fundamental. Now, having said that, I wanted to show you an example from today's market. We're looking at a live chart here. It's currently April 25th. And what I want you to pay attention to is this red vertical line in the middle. Now I'm going to blow it up a little bit. And now you can see that it's a candle with a decent sized body, but then an even larger wick up above and a pretty significant wick underneath. So it's that red candle right in the middle. Now this happened, if you can tell from the lower line, it happened right at 8:30. And 8:30 is when some news came out that affected the currency pair. So news for currency markets is not random at all. There is a calendar posted with each country's economic announcements. And so you can very much expect that if at 8:30 Eastern time, there's going to be an announcement from one of these two countries, that if it is a significant item that's going to be announced, it may very well have a direct impact on the currency pair's price. Now, what I would like you to look at is the high and the low for this particular red candle. I'm going to go up to the high, and we can see that it's in between, if you look at the numbers on the right, it's in between 125,200 and 125,400. Perhaps not all the way up to 125,300, but fairly high. So if we look at the low, so 125,300 we'll call it. If we look at the low, it's right there. It's in between 124.6 and 124.8. So 124.7. Okay. So 70.0 pips and then 30 pips on the next 100 mark is a difference of 60 pips. So what happened is in this 5-minute period, the value of the pair changed with a high and low range of 60 pips. Now, in the long run scheme of life of this currency pair, 60 pips may not mean a lot. But if we have put in a position and our stop loss is 20 pips, as we have said it will always, always be, then 60 pips within a 5-minute period is a significant change in price. So even if we were right in terms of direction, like we wanted it to go up or we wanted it to go down, you'll see that during this 5-minute period, it actually went down because it's a red candle. But if you had picked down, you would have been stopped out with your 20 pip loss because before it went down, it hit that high peak on the wick, which is more than 20 pips. So the caution here is Yes, we will be trading on technical factors, which we will get into later with our method, but we still are affected occasionally by fundamental matters such as the news. So we'll talk more about fundamentals later, but especially for the trading method that we're going to be using, what we're going to be keeping an eye on is when major news is expected to be announced, and we'll pay particular attention in trying to avoid those times because, as you can see, they can be quite volatile. And volatile not in a way that helps us, but a very high high and a very low low. Okay, so fundamental trading and technical trading. Our method is going to be using technical trading with an eye towards the fundamentals, especially news events. That's our topic for today. I'm your host, Scott, and this has been Foreign Currencies with Scott.